Hello kids, my name is Ina and today I'm conducting a webinar for students who learn English and it is about articles. This webinar is focused more on students who are beginners, elementary or pre-intermediate level because I will tell you the basics of using articles and some essential rules, some important rules how to use them. First of all, I would like to tell you general rules about articles, and after that we will look at some specific ones. There are three types of articles in English: indefinite, definite, and zero article. Let's start with indefinite article. Indefinite article is the article a or an. It comes from the word one. Like long time ago, people used to use the word one, then it became shorter like on, and then it became like that. From this origin, we can understand that indefinite article can be used only for singular and only for countable nouns. So when we say a book, we say a book because we have one book. I've got a book. It means I've got one book. But if I say I have books, you cannot use a because it means that I have more than one. And it sounds weird if you use article a. It means like I have one and then books. I mean, this is weird. Instead of a or an, if you want to still be indefinite in this case, you need to use some. Please don't use the. It's a myth that we use the instead of a in plural form. It's wrong. So it's like not about our topic, but anyway, if you want to make plural sentence, then you need to say I've got some books. Indefinite article, of course, we use when we want to say that we have something, that we have one of something, or that we are one of, like I'm a teacher, so I'm one of many teachers. And this is the main idea of indefinite article. Some specific rules I will tell you in PowerPoint presentation. Definite article. Definite article, this is article the, and it comes from the word this or this, singular or plural. And that means that we can use definite article the for countable, uncountable, singular or plural. So we'll write here singular, plural, countable, uncountable. It doesn't matter. But again, please, we don't use the instead of plural form instead of am. In plural form instead of am. Example. I've got the book you lent me. Why we have here the book? Because we define what kind of book you lent me. So I've got the book you lent me. This is definite book, not just one book, but I have the book that you gave me yesterday. And in this case, we need to use article the. Also, there is one more rule. As you know, article the is used for geographical names. And what you need to remember about geographical names, that you know that Britain, the United Kingdom, is an island. And long time ago, for it was very essential to connect to the world. And the country could connect to the world only via different water bodies, such as oceans, seas, and rivers. That's why all these water bodies, all water bodies, names of water bodies in geography, we use articles the. So we say the Pacific Ocean, the Black Sea, the English Channel, the Danube River, and so on. Exceptions are lakes because they are closed and they didn't connect the country to the whole world, and that's why it wasn't necessary to specify them. One more rule about geographical names that you need to know: if you see plural form in geographical name, you definitely know that it must be article the. For example, we say the Rockies, the Philippines, the Netherlands, the United States. Also, we use article the in geographical names when we show the status of the country. For example, we say the Republic of China, but we say China. We say Russia, but the Russian Federation. We say America, but the United States. Last one, zero article. Zero article, it comes from zero. And it means that we don't use anything. But they have the rule too for not using articles, because in most cases they use something. When we use zero article, first of all, we use it when we talk about something in general. For example, I love reading books. In this case, I have books and I don't use any article because I speak about them in general, not about some specific ones. Also, zero article we use when we talk about some general things like abstract nouns, let's say, like all you need is love. Love is abstract noun, or money can't bring you happiness. Money is an abstract noun. Other rules about using all these articles I will show you in PowerPoint presentation because there are lots of them, and again, this is not all of them. This is only for beginners who begin learning English. It can be important. For students who are intermediate and higher levels, maybe you already know all these rules. So let's look at the presentation. Oh, sorry. Articles. Rules and examples. Let's look at the first one we will have with you. Indefinite article, and there is one rule that you have to know, that we use article a when we talk about before a singular noun beginning with a consonant, like a degree, D is consonant, a Q is consonant, a decision, D is consonant, a university. We listen to the sounds. We don't look how the word is written, but we listen. And university, in its transcription, the first letter is J. That's why we have to use M. A yogurt, the same. The first letter in sound is J. N we use before singular noun beginning with a vowel. For example, an answer, an order, an offer, an hour. Again, we have here H at the beginning, but the sound is hour. The first sound is A. That's why we need to say an hour. When we use indefinite article, first of all, we use it with the singular nouns, of course, meaning one of many things or people. Can I have a cup of tea means one cup of tea. Also, we use it with jobs, like an inventor, an artist, a waiter, and others, and with some set phrases, such as a lot of, a long time ago, and there are millions of them. Definite article. We use it with singular or plural nouns, it doesn't matter, meaning this one, this particular one. The cat, what kind of cat? With the gray and black coat is mine, so we specify this cat. Also, we use it when we mean only one and it's something unique. The moon, the sky, the world, the sea, the sun. Also, we use it with times of day. It's like a sad phrase, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Please pay attention that when we say at night, we don't use article because it's an exception. The next one. We use definite article with water bodies, as I told you. With rivers, with seas, with oceans, exception is lakes. And also we have some set phrases. In the city center, on the right, on the left, in the middle, watch the news, tell the truth, the same, join the gym. We have such rule when we talk about something for the first time, we use article about before it. When we continue talking about the same thing, we need to use article the because we already specify it. So I've got a new mobile phone with a camera in it. It's like introduction, and after that, when we second time mention the same objects, we use articles the. The phone is very good, but the camera isn't. Play. When we use verb play and after it we use musical instrument, we need to use article the. He can play the guitar. When we use some sport, we cannot use any articles, but he cannot play football. No article. 0 articles. So we don't use any articles. When we talk about something in general, use general statements. I like coffee. Coffee is in general. With towns and cities, Kiev, Moscow, New York, with most of the countries, Ukraine, Spain, Japan. But as I told you before, when we mention the status of the country, like the Union, the Republic, we use article the. And when it has plural name, the Netherlands, the Philippines. Also, we don't use articles with meals, such as breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, supper. And when we talk about different transport, by bus, by car, by train, but on foot. But anyway, no articles. Now, I suggest looking at the sentences and think what to use there. I've got lots of sentences, that's why I think that it will be nice if we do it quickly. Let's check, guys. We have here, is it popular to ride a bike in your country? Gary and Joel often have an argument in the cafeteria. It's always an unpleasant situation. One argument, one unpleasant situation. He is a very special man. I gave my friend a card and a flower for her birthday. The card wished her happy birthday. She liked both the card and the flower. First time we mention something, we use article a. Second time, the. He plays the piano, musical instrument. Do you like driving? A car. Why not? A car we have here because one car. The next one. So, I have a notebook and a grammar book. The notebook is brown, the grammar book is red. It's clear, first and second time. I live in an apartment building. I live in a noisy apartment building. One apartment building, one noisy apartment building. Are taxes, no article because it's plural, cheap in your country, and we ask in general. I've got a lighter in the box, but the lighter doesn't work very well. I've got a sandwich and a piece of cake. The sandwich is alright, but the cake is horrible. The moon moves slowly around the earth. The moon and the earth are unique objects in our universe. Next. What we have here, she plays basketball, no article, it's sport. Jake has a friendly face, one friendly face. Are trains, general sentence, popular in your country? Linda and Anne live in an apartment in an old building. They like the apartment because it's big, but the building is very old. First time, second time. My father has an office downtown. It's an insurance office. He has one of many offices downtown, and it's one of many insurance offices. In your country, do people in general pay when they get on or get off a bus, any bus, meaning? Again, think please what to use. So, Pablo sometimes sits between a woman and a man. The woman is Graciela and the man is Mustafa, first and second time. Sonia's English class lasts an hour, meaning 1 hour. Susan likes wearing a ring and a necklace. The ring is on her left hand now. Do you ever go anywhere by helicopter? No article because it's transport and we say by. There is a doctor and a nurse in the village, particular one, but the doctor is very old. They play handball sport every weekend and the guitar is musical instrument every Monday. Okay, so what we have here? What is the capital of your country? Do you live there? There is a woman and two men. I think the woman second time wants to talk to you. There is a plum tree and a peach tree. The peach tree doesn't produce many peaches, but the plum tree produces a lot set phrase of plums every year. How often do you take a taxi, one taxi? They've got a dog and a cat and a spider, but children like the spider best. A little bit more. So we have here, we stayed at a hotel in New York. There were lots of hotels. We stayed in one of them. The hotel was very expensive. When you go to the supermarket, do you go on foot? No article. Or by car? No article. It's means of transport. When Tony waits for his plane to depart, he reads a magazine. When Tony finishes the magazine, this one, he will depart. You can have an apple and an orange. The apple is very sweet and tasty. In your country, do people drive on the right or on the left? Set phrases with them. Now let's look at some geographical names and think what to use there. So what we got here? First one is water body. So we use articles with all water bodies. The Pacific Ocean is very deep. Next, the USA is the largest country in America. America is the continent, and with continents we don't use articles. Lake Baikal is the closed water body, so we don't need articles for it. Is the deepest lake in the world. The world is a unique object. Paris is the capital of France. Gogol was born in Ukraine. The Baltic Sea water body is stormy in winter. There are many small islands in the Pacific Ocean. The Nile is the biggest river in Africa, flows across northeastern part of Africa continent to the Mediterranean Sea. And the last one. Again, think what to use.. So, would you like An egg for breakfast. We say an egg because it's one egg. For breakfast, it's meals. We don't use articles with meals. I hope I can go around the world. It's unique object one day. Sugar is sweet. No article because it's general. Sugar. Can you please pass me the sugar, the specific one that is standing on the table? The sun is very hot today. A unique object. Tom eats a banana. One banana for lunch. Meals. No articles. Oranges are orange and bananas are yellow. Very general sentence. Mary reads the newspaper in the morning. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Everybody needs food to live. General sentence. We ate at a restaurant last night. The food was fantastic. Specific one, which was in the restaurant where we ate last night. So guys, of course, using article is not easy, but I'm sure you can try. Especially try to focus on this. When you read, when you speak, try to think about articles all the time. When you listen to something, listen to where people are using them. And as soon as you start doing that, you will start getting the feeling of articles. This is actually what you need to get, because like intuition, the sixth sense is the best. In this case, it comes with experience, with your knowledge. Don't think that not knowing anything, you will start using articles correctly. No, it comes with experience. The more you work with the language, the better you'll remember. Have a nice day. Thank you for your time. Bye.